we're going to have from Occupy Wall Street, Slamumba, also representing Evolve. Slamumba from Occupy Wall Street and Evolve.
All right, I want to say peace. We want peace, but we also want justice. Very glad to see everybody out here today. My name is Samumba. I am representing Occupy. And I think it's important that we understand that this war is a war that's also devised by the corporations through Obama, through Wall Street. And we have to keep our focus on there. We have to realize that. And while we say hands off of Syria, we also say hands off of Harlem, hands off of Bed-Stuy, hands off of poor and oppressed people right here in this country. If we're talking about a chemical weapons war against people, we need to talk about Monsanto. We need to talk about the Sept pipeline. We need to talk about environmental racism in the Bronx and in Harlem. We need to talk about those things. If we're talking about freedom fighters in Syria, we need to talk about freedom fighters right here amongst us right here in this country. We need to also be talking about fixing America. We can't even fix Detroit. And we're talking about Syria. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to mobilize. It's time for us to spread the word about this war. And let us always remember that nearly 50% of people in New York City are living under the poverty line. So how are we going somewhere else talking about democracy and justice and prosperity if we don't even have it here? So we need to be very clear. If there's a war going on against poor people, against working class people right here in this country, and against African people, Latinos, and other people of color and oppressed communities. So let us always be clear, and let us always connect those issues, and let us always keep the focus on where it needs to be focused. And that's on the 1%, the corporations, through Obama, Hussein. So it's very, very important. Also, I wanted to say, come on down. We're having our 2nd year anniversary at Occupy Wall Street, September 17th, and we're going to be occupying for the McDonald's workers at 8 o'clock, and then on October 24th, we're going to do the same thing through the Great International Action Center. And I want to say I love you guys. Tell your brothers, your sisters, your mothers all about this. This is nothing but another Iraq fake war. Uhuru.
That's right, folks. This is important. This is the battleground where it started off. Occupy Wall Street. And we want folks to come out there too, September 17th.